Some other questions we've received, just some feedback we've seen from Twitter. Just a quick note, probably from all of us, is that you guys tweet us a lot, and we don't want you to stop tweeting us. That's great. Keep in mind there are some tweets we miss. You know, I try to look at Twitter a lot, but there are things we miss. So don't get mad if sometimes we don't respond or whatever. There's just a lot of tweets out there, but we have seen a lot of stuff, and we I guess want to kind of comment on some things we've seen.
Absolutely, yeah. There's so much going on with the game. There's so much as far as just one of the big things people don't realize is the volume of people that have jumped on this game in both console and mobile has been just so much bigger than we would have ever anticipated.
Right.
And now while that's great that everybody is loving the game, is jumping on it, and it has caused some issues, as everybody is aware, and one of those things is people's experience online.
Sure.
And I think that's definitely something we should talk about, because that's a lot of the questions.
Absolutely.
On that. So I guess as far as the very general phrase that people call it, like the net code, I think has been a big part of it. And as far as everybody who's had a bad experience or something, we definitely want to hear it. We absolutely want to hear it. You guys paid good money for this game, and you deserve to have a good online experience, and that's part of what we are slaving to try to get this as good playing as possible. And while we've made some improvements, there's no way we consider ourselves content with where we are as far as the online experience. You know.
Yeah, kind of like what you were saying originally, the pure number of people on online. When we were looking at the faction war originally, we were trying to gauge, we think maybe 100 million points will be about what we're getting a week.
And it's over $1 billion.
2.5 billion, right? And so we're like, okay, we undershot that a little, you know? And also sometimes when I'm playing online, I recently played one of my good friends, Ivan, and we didn't have a perfect experience, and he was like, what's going on? I was like, are you on wireless? And he's like, yeah. I was like, try and go hardline. And once we did that, it was literally perfect, and we never had a bad experience between the two of us.
Were you mad that you told him to go hardline?
I was a little bit. So help yourself, go hardline.
Yeah, and another thing we're going to do with the online experience is, unfortunately, the range of people that you play against, somebody with who's playing on Wi-Fi or whatnot, some people were upset, rightfully so, that they would have an online ranked match that had to play against somebody that had a bad connection,
like a red bar on the screen.
Exactly. And we are I don't think it's in this patch, but we're working on a patch that is going to let the player, if there's a threshold that the connection is underneath, we're actually going to let you back out of that match if it's even on a ranked one.
Yeah, you won't have to accept a ranked match if it's below the green quality bars.
Exactly.
Because we know that ranked people's stats people really care about, and so we don't want you to have anything less than your optimal match.
Right. And at the same time, we are constantly working on also just the online back and forth, just to, we've taken steps to improve on it. It's certainly better than when it launched, but by no means do we feel like we're at where we want to be or need to be.
I definitely think that'll help out, because there are times where I get a ranked match, I'm like, oh, I don't want to play this person, and you will feel that if you're my internet connection is really good at home. If I'm playing with someone who is not as good as my internet, I'm going to feel it. Now you'll get a choice. It's green bar. Green means go. Let's do this.
Well, if it's green, it's going to go into the match automatically.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But if it's below that green threshold, you'll have the option to actually search again or find a new opponent.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah,
cool.
Exactly. And there are other things, and I think a more recent update we did with the Xbox was with the leaderboards, because the leaderboards were broken.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so we've a recent patch. I'm not sure when did it come out.
This is the 29th.
29th. Resolved that, and we had a patch that's coming out any day now as far as the PlayStation 4 that's going to dramatically speed up the times that it takes to get information in terms of the living towers and
faction page
leaderboards, all that stuff. So there's plenty of fixes that we have coming along the line, but we definitely want to continue to hear back from you, because that's the best way to kind of resolve the problem, and so don't hold back. We really want to just get as much feedback as you can.
Yeah, we listen to all of this. We hear it all.
Oh yeah, we want to continue to support the game. It's not like, oh, the game's out, we'll see you guys later,
exactly.
right?
We still play the game too.
We play the game constantly.
Yes. So and similarly with the mobile game, one of the the game was we launched it, and again, you know, just multiple times the amount of people that we thought were going to be loading the game ended up getting the game and installing it, and it's been, you know, overwhelming. That by no means do we consider that an excuse for it, but, you know, we're kind of like the victim of our own, you know, success of just the volume of players, and so we're constantly, you know, pounding on that. Good news with that is Android is going to be available tomorrow.
Yeah, they're starting to push it out. So
yeah,
there it is.
And they're pushing it out right now. Some people might actually get it today.
Yep.
But certainly by tomorrow we're going to have Android players. It's probably the number 1 or number 2 question that I get as far as and you know. We're excited about that.
Where the hell is my Android? Exactly. I get that constantly. Angry face.
So check that off the list. We didn't want it to be this way, but you're getting your Android tomorrow. You'll be able to get all your cross unlocks and all that stuff going. So we're very happy to be able to say Android's tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Starting today, maybe. Go look for it. Maybe you'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very excited.
We should talk a little bit about. There's been some things with the fatalities, being able to purchase your easy.
Oh yeah,
things like